That thing where we go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Jason. I'm your dungeon master, going around the table, starting with Ian.
Hey, I'm Ian. My pronouns are he, him, any, and I am playing Chimera Pleasure. That'll be anything you want.
I thought pleasure was the class, and I'm like, shit, that's a class? Oh, man.
The pleasure class.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I was going to say, speaking of which, Jameson?
No, that's
Jameson?
fine. Yeah.
Speaking of pleasure, Jameson.
Hi, I'm Jameson. I will be playing Logren Cragborn. Pleasure.
I felt that one, too.
Oh, yeah, no. It's the reverberation of pleasure. Like it's... And Susan.
Hi, I'm Susan Spinator, and I'll be playing Nythera Rylith. And I'm here, and it's weird hearing my friends say pleasure, and
Pleasure.
Is it? At this point, is
there.
it though?
Honestly,
Okay.
Look, you've used an aggressive use of the word fingering early on in your podcasting career. I think all bets were off then, and I don't want to give context. That's what I'm saying. It just came out naturally. That's what was so off-putting about
legacy?
it.
Is that my legacy?
No. I just I don't know why that popped into my head. Last and certainly not least, Jasper.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jasper. I play Ruby Pettigrew.
Lady, gentlemen, welcome to Theria 1378. It has been 112 years since our last session, which makes it safe to say that we're going to be welcoming a lot of new listeners out there as a starting point, because every character you've ever loved is dead. That is not that's not exactly true, but just yeah. Well, it's they didn't go to live on a farm. I don't want to set that expectation.
Okay.
So
They're just
this is going to be this is going to be a new starting point for a lot of people. So what I'd love to do right now is just kind of set the stage here. You're in a city called Winterhaven. And Winterhaven, well before the Big Frost, where just winter began and never stopped, was already kind of earning its name. It was a place in the north where you can stop. It was you could be safe there. It's a bit overcrowded now because a lot of the satellite towns and cities folded up shop. They just weren't prepared for this. And while things are expanding out slowly, a lot of infrastructure has been put into Winterhaven to make it hospitable. At its worst around here, it gets down to around -35 to -50 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I promise I'm going to learn and be better than my American nature. I know it's. I think at -40 it evens out. Maybe is it? You have a French wife. Help me.
I do. -30 is. I'm just looking it up. I'm not that great.
Oh well. Okay.
-30 is in Fahrenheit is -34 in Celsius, and -50, it's in Celsius it's -45, 46. So
okay.
when it gets cold like that, it's about you. At that point, who
So
gives a damn?
it's cold. We could just say, guys, it's cold in FNC. Like it's the city itself has invested years putting up these magical barriers up on the walls of the city, and eventually encased it in kind of a sub-translucent magical mesh that keeps the city itself right around 10 to 20 degrees. That doesn't sound great, but when the difference is, man, it's cold out here, and oh my god, everyone's dead, that's a big difference. There are indoor greenhouses. There are a lot of things. It's not as dystopian as you might think it should be. Everything outside of the city is harsh. It's rough, and we're going to get to that. But how I'd love to open things is with Jameson. So, okay. If you were to describe your character in just a couple of sentences, physically, how would you describe him? Because we're going to start with you.
He's a rhombus.
A rhombus, yes, good.
No, so Logren he's a male dwarf. He's very broad and sort of stocky, even for a dwarf. He's got sort of longish blonde hair and a longish blonde beard. He looks like he's probably around middle-aged and has sort of like deep-set creases in his face, just from sort of like, he looks like he's got a lot on his mind at most times. He doesn't look grumpy, but he looks serious, I guess. And yeah, he's usually armored to some degree. He has a really finely made set of scale armor, and he carries a very large shield that has a lot of stone set into it.
You've heard about a bit of property that's up for sale. And the thing is, life in the city is fairly safe, right? There's no wildlife attacking you. It's a decent temperature. There's work to be had. It's overcrowded, and it can be difficult to kind of find your niche in a city like this. It's been almost a century since things kind of went belly up, temperature wise. But we're dealing with people who are finding work, not their passion, right? It's look, man, they had room as a potter. I guess I'm a potter. You know what I mean? That's, it's usually whatever your parents were doing. You had a leg up and you knew somebody, that type of thing. And since this is a landlocked city, there's no docks. Even if there were, shipping that's a whole other can of worms. A lot of water's frozen. So a lot of people in the city have dreams of getting out there, but it's like, well, where do you even start with that? Where, anyone can leave, anyone can walk out the door, but the second, like, it's a 70-degree temperature difference, sometimes. And then once you're out there, it's few and far between settlements, even logging camps and stuff like that, because, it's so brutal and cold. So sometimes, and it's a bit rare, people who back in the day would have just been adventurers, they would just get a few different people and, it's like, hey, what do you got? Rats? You need rats killed? And you just try to make a name for yourself. Now, people take their life savings, pull it, and find some piece of property out there that they can buy that has walls or, there's all kinds of old settlements and mining camps and everything that have been abandoned just because of the cold. And they buy that piece of property and fix it up so that they can develop their own little slice of the world, right? They can set up trade routes and they can do all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. That's where we're starting with Logren, because a bunch of people, 18 in total, have met up and decided, all right, I don't have much, but I want to get out of here. I want to see what else is in the world. And they've sent you to negotiate with a person named Syn, S-Y-N, which is apparently a nickname, but he too is an older dwarf. and they figured, hey, you know dwarves. You not because you're a dwarf, that's racist, but like it's like you've known other dwarves. You're a dwarf's dwarf. Maybe you can butter him up, get a good price on it. He's got an old abandoned fort that was used back in the Wisen River conflict, and it's not being used anymore. So if you got go get them. Basically, they're sending you out there.
So they're sending me out physically to the fort to meet with Sin?
No.
Okay.
That's suicide. They're sending you. they're sending you out. He's building his own house, which is pretty common. Everyone kind of takes up junior carpentry or something like that. But as a dwarf, he kind of he'd be building something anyway. But he's building his own little place in kind of the heart of town here. So you were meeting up with a few of your closest friends, and you were just going to talk to him about it. He seems like he's not motivated to sell, but it's not like he's getting any bites on this property. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of it's a buyer's market, basically.
Do I have an appointment to meet with this guy, or is this like I'm approaching him to let him know that I'm interested type thing?
I think it was, you saw it was up for sale. You probably talked to him. It's like, hey, is this still, it's a little Facebook marketplace thing. You go up to him and you're like, hey, is this still
okay?
for sale?
Well, he's expecting us is what I'm.
Yeah. And then you went and you probably put up the free guitar lessons thing, and there's a bunch of, people tear off stuff and hit you up. It's like, yeah, I want to get out of here. So you now have money and you can negotiate.
Okay, beautiful. Can I know what I have to negotiate with? Like, what am I working with here?
You have 8,500 gold on you. Now, okay. In 1378, we're in a weird spot. There was a long time where gold had less value than trade goods. If you had wheat, oh my God, like you were king. If you had something people could use. But gold has made a resurgence again because there are other cities that have adapted and stuff. They're few and far between. It's a hike, but inflation hasn't hit the market like it probably would have if it's been a century plus of prosperity, right? Mm-hmm. So 8,500 gold is probably 10 years worth of work for an adventurer, unless they hit it big, unless they find treasure, so the fact that everyone's pooled that money together, you could get stabbed for that money pretty easily. Winterhaven's not a big crime city, but like people get desperate, and everyone has a threshold in their head. It's like, what am I willing to stab someone for? 8,000 gold? 8,500. Like at someone's tipping point is 8,500.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
To put a finer point on it, it's like 10 silver for a drink.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So 8,500 gold. I don't know why a drink was the first. Do I have a problem? No.
It's because I'm a dwarf, right? That's what it is?
Yeah. No, I would never. Some of my best friends are...
Name them.
I see how it is.
Name them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, name them.
Yeah.
Terrence, you don't know him. He's Canadian, but
so is your girlfriend you never introduced us to.
Oh, Elle's real.
Guys, Elle's real. Believe it.
Fuck does that mean, Ian? No.
I'm helping you out, bro.
I know. No, you're right. I'm sorry. I just lash out. It's the drinking.
You must have picked it up from all your dwarven friends.
Whoa.
Dear.
I don't even know who's in the wrong anymore.
I don't either.
We're just
Is anyone ever
out
in
of
the
control.
right?
They'll just meet in the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I think both because of the amount of cash I'm carrying and just because of the importance of the conversation I'm going to have, I would probably not go unless I also had my crew with me.
The boys, yes.
Yeah. So I think that we're probably approaching as a group. Unless And Logren would probably suggest this unless Nythera is up scouting ahead or sort of keeping an eye from a distance type thing.
Yeah, Nythera would be ahead. Probably not in the wherever we're meeting, but like watching your pathway.
Sort of like a half a block or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making sure nothing threatening is approaching and nothing is ahead.
Let's describe Nythera.
So half a block ahead of Logren with his giant shield and his dwarven stature is a fairly tall, even for an elven woman, tall and lithe. She's very lean and sinewy. That hint at the strength you probably may have, but she's wearing, even in winter clothing, it's pretty form-fitting and dark leather with like fur-lined dark leather, and it has subtle elvish embroidery at the edges and the hems that are like a little reminiscent of like shadows. And she has her once raven black hair pulled into a low braid, and it's peppered with salt and pepper streaks, which, because she's a little bit older elf, she's still you could tell in her heyday she was probably a beauty, but she's still very pretty. Like, think like Michelle Pfeiffer, still gorgeous, but she's a little bit older. Yeah. And she's up ahead of Logren, like looking for threats in the crowd, seeing anybody who eyes him, like knows that maybe he's carrying a little more gold than everyone around, and is keeping an eye on them and making sure that there's no like rascals afoot with any ill intent. Oh, and Nythera has this scar that she isn't hiding. It runs down from her under her right ear. It's a very ugly, jagged scar. It's very old, but it runs under her right ear down to her chest, and it disappears beneath her clothing.
I always assume when someone's transporting any money, I always assume it's in your pack, right? And then you get the big ass shield on the back of it, unless you're carrying a literal sack with a dollar sign on it. Like, I always assume you're just playing it cool, right? Because
I was just keeping it in my hands like this, just cupping a whole bunch of coins
In a bowl.
Yeah.
I was just trying to look
Well,
real
Nythera's
doe-eyed.
really-
A glass fish bowl is what it is.
Well, Nythera's more looking out for people that maybe heard that we're going to negotiate,
Right.
you know, like those type of people that like wait in the shadowy corners, you know.
Well, there's always
Like-
a chance this is a setup,
Right,
right? There's a
yeah.
chance
Yeah.
this
This is
is
an
like, yeah,
ambush
bring me
ready to happen,
$500. I totally have a
This
place
is
to
a
sell you.
world
Mhm.
where I because this is a major city, and because these people have enjoyed, some prosperity, like they're, you're savvy, but not jaded. You know what I mean? Like so
Yeah.
I would also say that to everyone who's listening for the first time, we usually just use gold as a blanket term, right? We also use platinum and stuff like that, so we'll be getting into the nitty gritty, but it's just easier to give someone a nice round number instead of saying you have this much platinum, this gold, this silver. I don't want to do that. I'm lazy. I'm American. I didn't even know the conversion for so
Well, if this is scraped together between 18 different people, I think that there's probably a wide variety of coins.
Exactly.
There's probably different mintings on them, and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, and I think that that's fine. But I think that also, so that's the subtle part of our little procession. I think that the unsubtle part of our profession, the unsubtle part of our procession would be that Logren would basically be bracketed by both Ruby and Chimera on both of his shoulders as we walk down the road as well.
Jasper, can you tell me about Ruby?
First thing I'll tell you about Ruby. First thing she's going to say is, Logren, you have had so many insane plans, and I've been part of all of them. Real estate was not on the list ever before. We could take off with this stuff right now. Honestly, you still got a chance. Ruby she's a female half-orc, 30-ish. She's got greenish gray skin. She's actually pretty short, so she very much leans on her human half. Physically, she's kind of wiry. She's really lean muscle. She's restless energy, so she's super, always moving around. she has her little half-orc tusks that come out of the, her lower jaw. They're actually pretty small. They're kind of, I always say that they're cute in the same way that dimples are cute.
Yeah.
They're not overpowering in any way, right? They're barely noticeable. She has bright red hair tied up into a messy bun, some loose strands that are sort of framing her face, and she wears a bowler hat, a black tattered bowler hat, but it's got a brown leather band around it. It's black, the rest of the hat. Anyway, a couple of last things about her. She wears, her outfit is blue cloth for like workers cloth, like almost like denim, I guess, for like her shirt and for her trousers. And I guess it's like jeans in a way, but she's got a mess of leather straps and pouches all over everything. And she's got tools and little gadgets and brass fittings and tubing and wiring and little, just all sorts of little things stuck on everything. She rolls up her sleeves over her elbows. She kind of looks like a tinkerer's workbench came to life, is what her outfit kind of looks like, if that makes any sense. Anyway, there's more to her. She's got a couple of things you're going to notice as soon as you see her. First of all, she's got leather straps. She's kind of got like a leather vest for sure. She wears fingerless leather gloves that have these brass reinforcements that go over her knuckles. They're fingerless at the top, but there's all kind of stuff, really intricate stuff happening, all little gears and things. She also has these really thick-soled, really tall boots that go over her calves that have springs on the backs, all kind of little gears and more little brass tubings and wires and all sorts of things. And on the side of these boots at the base, it has the word embossed in it, Velocisprings. So that's what's on her boots. So she's got her boots, she's got her gloves, she's got her bowler hat. Last thing, on her forearm, she has a little spring-loaded sling. Kind of, it's real compact, really gadgety, very intricate kind of stuff, but she's got a little tiny contraption that she keeps on her forearm. So yeah, she's bitching at Logren about like, your plans never make any sense. This doesn't make any sense either. We could just take off.
Well,
But before we go any further, did you make Kevin Kline's character from Wild Wild West?
Yes, 100%.
Because now I gotta have a giant animatronic spider, and I'm game.
God, no.
Like it's
no.
I kind of assumed you would have that anyway,
Well,
to be honest.
not level appropriate, but like
Oh, that's not what we're going to negotiate for. Screw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Logren will just kind of like sigh and he'll be like, well, I thought about it, but long term, this would be good. Short term, we run now. We got 15 other people chasing this.
All right.
Get their money back. Long term, this makes money on itself, and it'll help us. Don't worry about it.
It seems dangerous and reckless, so I'm in.
Wow, it's not that dangerous. We're just thinking a few steps ahead, that's all.
All right.
Ruby makes an excellent point. Take the money and run. I mean, they can come chase after us, but out there, are they going to have any luck? We can find another place. There's tons of abandoned ones. I saw them all over traveling with the Witchlight Cabal. How hard can it be?
Well, we don't need to make enemies unless we have to, right? Why make an extra 15 now?
Yes, but enemies can be so much fun. And they can turn into lovers.
hold that thought. Ian, tell us a little bit about Chimera. What does Chimera look like?
On Logren's other shoulder, walking along, and in like complementary energy to Ruby, Chimera is like calm, collected, and smooth. And in his gait, he is a tiefling, a very handsome tiefling. He has scarlet skin and these golden eyes. He's got short, dark hair that's like, kind of coiffed back behind his horns in a way that is definitely done in like, yes, I just woke up like this kind of way.
Oh, the mid 2000s bedhead. Haven't seen that in a while. All right.
yes, it's definitely like styled, but like, this old thing. He's wearing these beautiful robes, beautiful color. He's got like a little bit of leather armor on, maybe just on the shoulders and like wrapped around like around his waist, like an obi, where he's got various like trinkets and jewelry. Is wearing some like stuff around, like necklaces around him, open like plunging v-neck, just absolutely plunging v-neck down to show
Damn
off
the weather.
Yeah, exactly. Like he runs hot, right? He's a tiefling.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he's got a great bod. He's showing it off. He likes to show it off. Let me be clear. These are just show muscles, though. There is absolutely zero strength in these muscles whatsoever. These are purely for show.
We arm wrestled once, and then we knew. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. You got him drunk one time. Yeah. He was like, "All right, let's go!" Boom, and he just like threw him across the room.
I was to say we're using an awful lot of words to just say "fuckable." Like I think that's what we're boiling it down to.
Let's just get right down to it. Yeah.
I think that's what all four of us said, isn't it?
Very fuckable. And he's got kind of like an ornate dagger. I think he's got like a small crossbow with him. And he looks great. He looks like he's very well to do. But if you were to get up close, that's when you could see maybe some of the threads fraying a little bit, some of the Spirit Halloween costumey kind of look, some of the jewelry is flaking with some of the gold off of it, but those details are hard to see because he just entices you with his movement, and he's just walking down the street sort of like shuffling a well-worn deck of tarot cards.
Well, do me a favor, and while we're talking to this guy, let's not mention that we might have better uses for the money. Because if it doesn't work out, we sell the place, we do something else. But right now, let's go in like this is our best move.
Absolutely. You got it.
Your plan's your plan.
You guys are coming up on the place now, and you can hear hammering. And you're going to see what basically amounts to a pretty sparse frame. There's barely a foundation going on right now. And you're going to see this dwarf in a long for a dwarf, like a long brown kind of beat up leather coat with fur around the neck and cuffs, just kind of like hammering. And it looks like he's using like a really old hammer, like probably something that's been passed down a couple of generations, that type of thing. And it's like, well, this is lucky. Like, yes, there are better hammers probably out there somewhere, but like this one, I'm building my own house. I'm on a budget, How do you want to approach this guy? He's up on a ladder, just kind of like facing away, just kind of hammering at this A-frame.
Before the entire group gets there, Theria will like scope out, like, I'm not sure the street situation, if it's like right on a street or on its own lot, but she wants to like scope around. So if there's like a back alley, she'll look back there and then look around the street before the entire group gets there.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds like our very first roll of Arc 6. This sets the tone for everything, Susan. So could you give me a perception check, please?
I'm excited for either way.
It's going to be
setting
great.
the tone for the entire arc. That's okay.
Holy shit, 17. That's great.
17.
Okay. All right. You guys win. You guys win D&D. That's great.
Yay!
It's about damn time,
Hooray!
honestly. We can all go home now.
Your curse is lifted.
It's been so long.
Oh no, my friends!
Winter.
The years just shut off.
Oh god, this has been.
Oh, actually, just make us all
leaves the
disappear.
beard.
Oh yeah, this has been one delusion, and it's just
Yeah.
and for the rest of if you're watching the YouTube version, it's just me sitting there going. Every once in a while, like it's going to be great.
I want that edit.
I did too.
Bunch of paper plates up at one of the other cameras.
You're right.
And it spreads. It's a madness that spreads. If you watch it, you go insane.
Amazing.
So this place is not on its own lot. Getting your own lot is tough. There are a couple of private houses and stuff like that, but that's usually reserved for like local legends or something like that, or the very rich, of which there aren't too many. So there are a couple of alleys in the back that kind of join, like the way buildings are spread out. It's kind of haphazard. Instead of it being in a grid system, it's more just like, where do we have room? You get a tiny house, I guess. That's because people build their own. So it's like, look, I only need something. I need a studio apartment. Like, it's fine. So you're just kind of checking around and just kind of, it's like, is there any, like, is there anyone waiting to jump us? Are there any bandits? Are there any? And it's honestly just this guy hammering away. You see a couple of people talking and stuff, but they just like neighbors, just like chit-chatting about cheese and the price of cheese and how the price of cheese is just unreasonable right now.
You tell me.
Yeah, they said it's no Gouda. It's
No.
It has been 0 days.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm fighting it. I really am. I was bitten by a pun, and I
No.
A radioactive pun.
But with that information, Theria she's not going to approach him because that's not her place. Her job is to scope out, make sure the crew's safe. So she will actually, like, against a neighbor's house, but like right next to the lot, but keeping an eye of sight on their contact and Logren and Chimera and Ruby approaching. That Nythera will just lean against the wall, arms crossed, but standing very still, very calm, and nod to Logren when he gets closer. Like, and they know through this communication everything is okay.
So you just post it
Yeah,
up,
and
like,
he
just
nods back.
yeah, okay.
And I would honestly think at this point too, probably one of the other two might peel off before I even like enter the building to do something similar, like across the street or down the way a little bit. You know, just like.
Yeah, Ruby would. She'd probably wink at Nythera and say, "Hey, good looking," and then she'd, I don't know, cross the street where sort of post in another direction.
Yeah.
Chimera's hanging with Logren, so in case he needs some talking back up.
But I'm such a master negotiator. Yes, but I need my prettiest distraction with me. So
Yes.
naturally.
So Logren and Chimera will go in through the front of this place, and what he does is he waits for like whatever rhythm, whatever like cadence this guy's hammering at. He finds like an offbeat and slams his shield down. This is his way of sort of announcing himself.
Okay, when you say slam,
So I'm here to see some. Well, he places it heavily.
Okay.
He's not like trying to destroy the floor, but he's like basically like when people drop their bags when they walk into a room, it's like, I'm here now,
Okay.
So he does that, and he sort of just leans on it. He says, "I'm here to see somebody about some property."
and he's using these like like those long, almost square peg type like nails, that type of thing, and it's like bam, 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 and then moving on, and he'll kind of like look down. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Hold on. What was your name?
Logren.
Logren. Okay. Yeah, Julie told me about you. Honestly, I never expected you to come by, so sorry. I would have cleaned up a little bit. There's a few old beat up like chairs and stuff like there. You could tell that maybe he has a couple of friends over to help every once in a while. It's like a little table set up, but it's mostly to hold tools and stuff. Again, this is, you can't call it a house yet. It is.
Did we come in through a door or an empty doorway? Like, was there even a
Either
door?
way, it's fine.
Well, I mean,
On a
like,
wall,
was the door
yeah.
up yet, or did we just kind of walk in through where the door will someday be?
I would say the frames for things are up, but
Okay.
like none of the, because like there's like none of the what a house finally comes together and starts looking like is it. So yeah, you could have entered from any direction.
Yeah.
And he's gonna slide down this ladder.
Chimera, as they enter, Chimera runs his finger along the door frame and just goes, mahogany.
Rich mahogany.
It's from a ways away, I think. So yeah, he'll wait till he pops down the ladder, and then he'll sort of he'll cross the room to meet him halfway, and I assume Chimera comes with him, and he'll do the a big heavy like clap of a dwarven handshake. That the little bit I'm testing the strength of your hands a little bit, but also like I'm not being a dick about it.
Yeah, and again, most specifically dwarves, you can kind of tell the age of most people, and like dwarves have been around long enough. Like if they like age wise, in your 40s and 50s, you can kind of say it's like you've been around the block a bit, and things have been tough for a long time. So it's like you're fine. So unless you now Chimera, not to point finger, but like I picture a very hairless boy, you know what I'm saying? Like a very, you know what I mean? Like in this rough and tough, you know what I mean?
He's a twunk.
Yeah, right. So like, there's definitely nothing wrong with that, but your profession isn't carpentry, is what he's probably going to get. It's like, oh, pick up that drywall and drag it over here. That's not going to be you.
That's a fair assessment. Yes.
Okay. But again, nothing. It's like, oh, that's fine. That's some of my best friends are tieflings. That's fine. So he'll give you I love spicy food. He'll give you a big old handshake, and yeah, I didn't know you were a dwarfist. Sorry. Okay. For some reason, the way Julie kind of broke it down, I thought it was one of these bubblers. The kids who grew up in the dome here. They don't know anything about the outside world. I figured they didn't have any money, and if they did, they didn't earn it. So I didn't take this all that seriously. I'm sorry. Have a seat, please. Please have a seat.
Yeah. So he'll just kind of like give him sort of an amused smile and be like, all right, yeah. And he'll, leans his shield on the table and takes a seat. Is there a seat enough for all three of us, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, he probably had like a few of his friends over, and like he bought pizza or something, and it's like, help me build a house, like that type of thing.
So what did Julie tell you about us?
Just that just someone came by and asked about the property I had, the old fort, and that you were interested in buying it. Not much else.
Okay.
Not what you wanted it for or anything. I don't really care, by the way. It's just
I wouldn't expect you
I'm
to.
not using it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, wouldn't expect you to care, really, right? Just to get it off your hands. How'd you come by it?
Oh, my dad handed it down to me.
Okay.
After the whole Wisen River thing, no one's used it, right? So everything got frosted over, and there's just no need for an old beat-up fort. It is a fixer-upper. I got to tell you that. It gets cold. That's duh. It probably there's got to be some upkeep stuff. It hasn't been looked at in decades, so you might have a couple of squatters out there. Just chase them off.
Okay. I think that's probably to be expected. I wouldn't think that you've got anybody holding it down for us, waiting for us to get there. So how does this look? I've got 7,500 gold here for you. Is there anything we need to sign ahead of time, or?
Ooh, well, okay. Okay. Dwarves helped build this, so I gotta. I thought kids were coming. And they wouldn't understand what that meant anyway. So this is built well. Like you're gonna have to. There's upkeep and stuff, and there's probably stuff to the couple of screws need tightening or whatever. But it's built to last. So I was thinking more in the area of 5 figures, like 10,000. Is what I was leaning more towards.
That's interesting. Okay, because Julie should have told you up front that this was going to be what it was. She didn't give you a price?
She didn't tell me a lot. Apparently, I gotta talk to her about her communication skills. I've been working on that for 10 years, though, so we'll see.
Hey, I get it.
Can I ask why you're using it? If it's none of my business, I'm just curious. It's kind of a rough place to try and make a home.
Yeah, base of operations, sort of getting a couple of businesses up and running. A little bit of hunting, gathering, foraging out in the wilds.
As you guys are talking, Nythera's gonna hear something behind her, like facing away from, like, if she's just kind of like leaning against a wall and kind of keeping an eye on stuff and listening to these guys, go back and forth, she's gonna hear like a plap, 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 like wet feet on stone almost.
She'll immediately turn her head towards it.
Okay.
Like a sharp movement.
So behind you is this creature that is barely above like 2 feet tall, somewhere in there. And it kind of has an exaggeratedly large head and a big row of sharp teeth. And this is a goblin. Now, 100 years ago, this would be calls for alarm. Now it's more calls for mace. So goblins, through some magic we'll get into later, have evolved into the point where they can join polite society, but they aren't great at it. They're still a little feral, right? So they'll kind of come up to people and they don't really get personal space. Are you familiar with the character Tasselhoff from?
I am.
So that's a kinder, because they can use halflings, and kinders in that universe take things, but they don't. They're just kind of like, it's like a friendly kleptomaniac. They didn't mean to take it. They took it, but it's like goblins absolutely fucking meant to take it. Like they will take things. They will just take things and they just, well, I got it. Now it's mine. Like once they have it in their hand, they fail to recognize it was ever yours. So they do pickpocket occasionally. So this little goblin's going to like walk up to you with they usually have big smiles because they've heard that's disarming. The problem is their smiles are not at all disarming.
Very disarming in the wrong way.
Yeah. So kind of got his hands together. It's like, hi.
Nythera will do the quick movement and then scan down, but not like put her head, not move her chin, just move her eyes and be like, just say to this goblin, you picked the wrong target. Keep moving.
I just want candy. Little candy.
She'll do a slow blink at it.
One candy. The problem is you're tall, so he can't reach your pockets, but he'll kind of paw at your pants just a little bit, just to feel if there's candy in the pockets. Just little candy.
She'll very quickly swat at his hands. But not hurt, but get off.
Right, yes. It's like, no. It's bad. Yes. And that's kind of how you have to talk to a goblin sometimes. And just kind of oh, all right. And just kind of back up, but never take eye contact away from you and just step back into the alley again.
She will not blink. It'll be her cool blue gaze just staring directly into him. Just again, she said what she said. You chose the wrong target.
Here's the thing about goblins. So they're still very much learning what it's like to live with other races, other people, right? And sometimes they really glom onto a person because they're just fascinated. It's like, why did that go poorly? What could I have done? I did it all right. I asked for candy. I asked. I didn't take. So he's gonna just kind of float back to the alley, but just his giant fucking head is kind of hiding behind the building and looking at you the entire time, just kind of his eyes adjusting in the dark, and you can see them in the dark.
So Nythera is gonna be aware of him, but roll her eyes and turn back towards Logren and Chimera, keeping her ear on them, but peripherally she's aware that there's a goblin watching her. And then she'll look over to Ruby across the street and shake her head and roll her eyes at Ruby.
Ruby is going to be not beaming, but smiling, and she's actually eating out of a little bag. She's going to plop another little caramel into her mouth, and then she's going to sort of raise it up, like kind of like cheers.
Oh,
And then
went to the wrong one for candy. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, right. Wrong one.
Literally, you picked the wrong target. She's over there.
He thought little old lady. That's the one who has the candy.
Yeah, who else has hard candies in their pockets?
Right. Oh, I like the stripy ones. Like that's
Do you have a root beer barrel?
Oh my god!
The little
Not in these
strawberry.
pockets.
You know the ones I'm talking.
The little strawberry.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones with the weird little,
yeah.
the
And they're
little
full of jelly.
Yeah,
Aw.
Yeah, I don't
chew on
know.
for 5 hours.
Man, we're all old people.
We're all grandmas.
Anyway.
Wait a second.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay,
Ruby will wink. Yeah.
yeah. Back to this. So he's thinking 10 grand. You're thinking 7,500, and he's asking, what? Why? Why do you want to be out there? That type of thing.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you want to negotiate for 10, we can probably do that, but I got to leave. I got to go find my people. We got to work our way back up to 10. It's probably going to be 3-4 weeks before I can come back here with that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can give you 7,500 done now. You're busy and we're gone. Or I can go back in 3 weeks, maybe with 10, maybe with 9. What do you do anyway? What do you get up to? What's your business?
Largely, I just help relatives these days. I got 4 kids in the city, and everything's always broken. So I'm largely retired. Honestly, I could make 7,500 work, and I could make that stretch. I'm more looking to pass some of it on,
Sure.
be a good dad.
Yeah. What do your kids do? Do they work?
Yeah. Largely service industry stuff, baking, delivery, that type of stuff. They were never good with their hands, so I gotta do that. 2 of them were born here, and he's gonna kind of look up at the dome. It's kind of this faded blue. You can see weather outside. You can see like the harsh winds and the snow, and then but inside it's nice. There's a cool breeze and everything. There's fresh air. It's just not, freezing.
Sure.
Constant. They've never seen outside the gates. So I don't know. I've had a few arguments with them recently, and there's a part of me who thought I would hand this down to them, and this is not going to happen. 75 is fine. It's
Tell you what,
It's,
I'll give you 75 now. Once we get things up and running, we'll come by, and maybe we'll have some work. Get your family working out there, supporting us. It's going to be a pretty big operation once we get up and going. So
We could always have room for a baker, for clerk, something like that.
Yeah.
And it'd be great to get them involved in your legacy that way.
So you guys are serious about this. You're making a go of it.
yeah, it's going to happen.
Ah. All right. You know what? Give me 7. 7 up front. And if you do get this going, come on back and find me this time. Not Julie. Just find me. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Cinnamon, by the way.
Cinnamon.
It's a nickname. My daughter gave it to me. She was real little, and it just kind of stuck. So I cut it down to Sin. It makes me sound tough.
It does. You sound very tough. I agree.
And Cinnamon doesn't do it, does it? It's not.
I don't know. It's got a
No,
little charm to
okay.
it. It's not too bad. Like he'll exchange a look with with Chimera.
Yeah, Chimera nods. He's smiling. He's like, "Cinnamon is very spicy. I think it suits you."
you have the money on you now, though, right? You have it.
Yeah. And he'll pat
Okay.
like his. I imagine he's got like a cloak over his armor, and it's like it jingles.
He's got a rolled up kind of a tube here, and he's gonna take it out. And there's this worn piece of parchment, and he's got an ink and quill. He's going to sign this over to you, and he's gonna hand like it just and you sign right here.
Right. Does he sign it cinnamon or sin or?
It's his name's Cable, but he's gonna sign it. It's like it's force of habit now. It's like Cable Cinnamon, like it's real small. Like he puts it, and there you go, and your name.
So Logren's gonna read it. He's gonna read the contract. He's gonna read the terms and conditions.
It's just the deed. It's not
Yeah.
even a contract. It's
Well,
just
yeah,
it's
but
like
he'll
this is the
sit and
thing.
read the whole thing.
Sure, yeah. No, it tells you how many
do
square
the
feet.
thing, like
and-
he'll like lean
Yeah.
back and unroll it, like hold it so that Chimera can
And
read it too if he wants to.
It's just in the plat thereof.
Yeah. And just make sure everything's in order. Hey Sin, what forgive me. What's your clan? What's your family?
Grimblehoof.
Grimwolf. Whatever.
It's so long time ago, right? When they were chasing Minotaur out of the Stone Sunder. They were Ironforge, and then it was Grimblehoof because of the noises that Minotaur would make when we'd hit him in their feet. They were very proud of that. Nowadays, it's not. We don't.
I can see why you go
We
with
don't
that.
use
That's
terms
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Right. It's cinnamon.
Yeah.
Cinnamon's
Cinnamon.
easier.
Cinnamon's
It's
fine.
everything that's happened at Ebony Harbor, and I just don't want to, it was a
Hey.
different time.
No, I understand. I was just curious. That's
Nah,
between you and me. No worries.
thank you.
And he'll sign it. He will, Logren, Cragborn, and he will also include at the end of it. He has like a family, like not a coat of arms, but like a sigil that he draws at the end of
Yeah.
it. And once he does that, he will actually also take out of his coat. He's got one on a stone that he's carved into it, and he'll slide that on the paper back over to him. Said, "This is me, Cragborn. I'm coming back. This means we're going to talk again about what we talked about." Okay.
Why is it? And he's gonna look at it for a second, like admiring it, basically. Just kind of like, okay, that's. Why does that name sound familiar?
Oh, it should sound familiar. Cragborns have been in Stone Sunder since the beginning,
Hmm.
but stone cutters, stone carvers, masons.
I had a good feeling about you. I think you guys are going to do good. You and your gay friend here are going to do very good out there. I honestly just keep warm, and you guys come back. I'll pack up the whole family. Now they'll hate it. It'll be great. Like you get them out of the comfort zone a little bit. Get
We'll
out
them
there
working
in the
with
cold.
their hands,
Yeah,
Yeah.
kids don't want to work no more. I'm trying to get them out there, and I know it's cold. I know but some of them are only half dwarf, and that I feel has been an issue. They have
Cinnamon.
Yes.
They're going to love it.
You just keep setting the right example. They'll come around.
They got elf in them. I can't do anything about that, but they're doing their best. They just.
Who doesn't want to have a little elf in them? Am I right?
I was about to make that joke, actually.
This is all in character.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. You get him laughing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Logren will stand up and basically just count out the money because he's probably got it in whatever denominations. One, two, three. You made me. Don't say numbers while I'm counting.
It's a wheelbarrow full of coppers. So they
Yeah,
just
why is it all in pennies? Chimera will slide the deed, and he unrolls like a leather satchel, and it's just full of documents, like all kinds of documents, and he slides the deed inside there, and then rolls it up and puts it away.
What kind of documents? It's like fake passports and shit? Like, what?
Yeah, basically.
Probably.
It's basically that.
I'm wondering would Cinnamon even give a shit? Like,
I mean, they look very authentic.
I mean, they look like real
Right.
passports, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
right. But if there's 4 of them with your face on it with different names, I don't care how authentic they look. That's not the problem. Like, no, I don't think he would. It's like, I trust you. You're good people.
Yeah. I want to keep his attention on watching me count money anyway, right?
He's not a very money motivated person, but like he knows you need it to him. It's like he's not ready for it all to fall down. But he's one of those guys who's like, man, if you guys lost all your creature comforts, you wouldn't know what to do without your internet, like that type of thing. So he's not fully on board with the way things are. He's waiting for a crack in the dome that would just, So, yeah.
When I was a kid, it was negative 40 degrees every day. Uphill both ways in the snow.
Both ways. Yeah.
Fahrenheit or Celsius? Both. And just like
Pick one.
Which is colder? I don't just
Calvin. Kelvin. So
no, and Hobbs.
And
That's
Hobbs.
the
The Calvin and Hobbes temperatures.
Yeah.
We went by Hobbs and we liked it. So yeah, I count out the money. I give it to him. I get up and shake his hand again. Same handshake. Take care. We'll see you around. Pleasure doing business.
And good luck out there.
Thanks. And he'll grab his stuff, turn around, nod to Chimera, and we turn around and leave.
I imagine the group starts to reconvene after that.
Yeah.
Coalesce. Yep.
Your secret service.
Yeah. When Ruby approaches Nythera, she's going to put her hand on her bowler hat and like push it down a little bit and say to her, "It's easier to keep a lookout when you don't have all that hair in your face, little one."
We've talked about this.
And she'll like, in a familiar gesture, like push it out of your eyes and then turn towards the group.
Yeah. Ruby will act annoyed.
How old is Ruby?
30.
Okay. I mean, yeah. So
For Nythera,
well,
baby.
the thing is, the other thing is, we're on. Susan, I need you to prepare, because what you're establishing is a badass mommy elf, and that with Mr. Fantastic highlights, and the internet is a thirsty crew. So just prepare.
Jason, do you think I didn't think of this?
Okay, you're a vet. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Ian's putting it out there, and I know Ian's ready. I just I'm
Let's talk about
it was strategic.
Let's talk about Arc 5 decisions. Little wolf girl. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tumblr was very happy.
The Step on Me Nythera stickers will be coming to the merch shop very soon.
writing that
Definitely
one
wear
down.
stilettos. Just
Yeah, one of those assassins who for some reason wears heels. Yeah.
Right.
Depends on where we're going, I guess. Great in the snow.
Right.
So yeah, once everybody's together, Logren will just kind of like nod his head back in the direction we were walking, and he'll be like, once we're a few blocks away, he'll be like, well, let's go shopping. We got a lot of supplies to get.
Hell yes.
You should have seen Logren. It was incredible. He had the whole thing wrapped up. Saved a little money too. I guess I'm rubbing off on him.
He nudges Ruby, says, saved a lot of money, actually.
Oh, thank God. So we got a place to live, it sounds like. I'm not sure that's really where I want to live, but your plan's your plan.
Yeah, we won't be there long. When we'll set up shop, we'll move on. We got a lot to do. No time to get comfortable.
Set up shop and money just rolls in. I thought it was a great idea.
Just one more thing to think about. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But I get it. I'll back off.
I kind of like the idea of servants, though.
Fair
See?
point.
It
We'll be
is a
alright.
bit of a fixer-upper, though. At least that's what we were told. And there might be squatters, so get ready for that.
We could handle it.
So, the studious amongst you may have noticed that I rolled a die.
I did.
I rolled
and
a
now
D10.
I'm checking.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good,
I was on
good.
another sheet. Yeah.
Always be watching the tape. I mentioned earlier a thing that goblins sometimes they grow attachments with people that they're curious about. So I thought to myself, well, out of a scale of 10, how attached is this little
No.
goblin?
Yep.
And it came up a
No.
10, so very attached. So you have our mommy elf has her first fan. So while you guys are talking and walking, I gotta expect my theory is just like, there's no way that little fucker is following, right? And just turn around and just like marching down the middle of the street, not hiding or anything, just kind of like just marching, big fucking smile on his face too.
Oh, Nythera, did you make a friend?
We seem to have a straggler. He wants candy. Ruby? It looks towards Ruby.
I got candy. She's actually like in the middle of putting a caramel in her mouth. I've got candy. Not sure I want a friend like that. Jason, quick question. Ruby's going to look around as they're walking down. She's going to look down whatever alleyway she can. I'm thinking urchin, but that can mean a lot of different things. Does she see any sort of like little kids, sort of like urchin-y type person around? Could she scan around and see if she finds anybody like that?
Give me a perception.
I will do it. Oh my
wait,
god.
don't you have a automatic 15?
No, that's after I talk to the urchins.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, you gotta get one first.
Yeah.
Gotta collect an
Get
urchin.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can set up nets first.
Small child. Just like
A box with candy underneath it and a
Yeah,
string.
with a single stick on a string. Yeah.
that's the rest of the campaign is you trying to spring Ruby out of jail.
Right.
Like, that's,
Yeah, that's it.
like,
I thought you were
Oh,
saying
I
the rest
thought
of the
the-
campaign is us trying to catch a urchin.
Yeah, it's like a Tom and Jerry episode somehow.
I get to for any role I make like this, once per rest, I can add an expertise die. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that because this is her expertise for sure. So
finding urchins?
yeah, I mean just scanning for urchins. Or something like
Yes, let's go!
that. Right. That's
Okay.
with my expertise die. That's a 29.
Oh my
Whoa!
god, there's a pedigree orphanage right fucking here.
So you find the tastiest, juiciest little orphan.
Right.
No. So
It's
okay.
actually Oliver Twist right there.
Yes. So okay. Everyone out there, we are using advanced 5th edition, the superior 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons, and an expertise die is when you have a little edge. You get to roll a d4, or later on they grow. But not only did you roll a crit, you also crit on the expertise die, so that is the maximum amount. So yeah, you're gonna see some kids like. Hold on, okay. My knee jerk was like, you're going to see some kids all alone, very approachable. What I mean is, you're going to see some kids like just like they're just like playing around with chalk or something like that, getting ready to play hopscotch type of thing.
She's looking for. I mean, listen, this Ruby knows urchin, right? She knows orphanage type, the type, right? So when she's scanning, she's going to see a bunch of kids, and she's going to be like, "There's one, I got it."
Don't like that you referred to him as it.
Come on.
No, go ahead.
She's looking. She finds the right kid, and she's going to approach him really quickly. And all you're going to see her do is Nythera, whenever you say that, she's going to be like, hang on a second. She's going to find somebody. She's going to crouch down. You're just going to see her whispering to this little kid. You're going to see the caramels come out. You're going to see the bag being handed over to the kid, and the kid's going to scurry off. So now this is where I'm not going to say what happens, but I'll tell you what I want that Ruby's trying to do.
Sure. With a 29, you just tell me whatever.
Also, I can roll on the skill critical success table. Is that a thing for this?
Yeah, it's a thing. So anytime you get a crit, miss, or hit on the thing. So, forgotten language. Choose a language most closely associated with the target. So, urchin. So let's say,
yeah,
it's a lost art of
it's like thieves'
urchinese,
Yeah,
urchinese.
Kids make up like pig Latin-y type things. So maybe there was an orphanage that it's like, oh yeah, they teach you,
maybe that's it. Maybe honestly, maybe this is it. Maybe she's gonna. Maybe there's sort of like a little bit of a code for like Pettigrew or something like that for some orphans. Maybe she's like, she starts talking. She's like, oh my God, are you from the Pettigrew orphanage? Oh my God, me too. And she starts chatting, and it's sort of like a code almost. I would even call it a language where she's able to communicate a little bit more. But anyway, what you'll see from the outside is this, caramel, and then the bag given over, and sort of like, no, you take it. And then the kid scurries off.
Mm.
And what I would love to be able to see is Ruby comes back and says, just keep on going. We got this. Just ignore him. And we continue to walk. And then a minute later, you're going to have a crowd of kids just absolutely between us and that goblin, and not getting up against the goblin fighting it, but just sort of like a crowd. Like
crowd of kids beat the shit out of that goblin.
They're just going to town, just tuning this goblin up, just really fucking.
Just rip him to shreds.
Just going all Billy Bats on this goblin. Just fucking
like blood all over their mouth.
Is that scene from Step Brothers where they make him eat the white dog shit?
It's like a Tasmanian devil style cloud just
exactly.
Nothing but bones left. Just fall down.
Don't worry, that's one dead goblin.
It's a tough orphanage here.
Just one of those get lost in the crowd kind of a things. Just like, the kids are just in the way.
Creed. You're just trying to,
okay.
Yeah.
It's
all good.
The goblin's like, where did they go? Where'd they go? Can't find them. That's the plan.
Honestly, I don't think it would be that hard. Goblins get distracted pretty easily. And there's candy on the line. So if I would imagine it's like, look, you guys can keep 80% of this candy.
Yeah.
Make sure that goblin gets a little, and the thing about goblin teeth is they're meant to chew meat. They're meant to tear. So when you get little caramels in there, it's just, it's just going to it's going to keep it busy for a while,
Imagine those strings between each teeth.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's all just because their head is half mouth. Like they're really,
like a little possum.
Yes.
Very possumy. Yes. Yeah. So got the thing it wanted, has no idea what to do now. Just probably chews for 30 straight minutes and then looks up. It's like, where did Elf Lady go? Yeah. Just
need a nap after one caramel. Yeah. So I think I don't know what part of town we were in when we were doing meeting up with Cinnamon there, but we're gonna head downtown.
Yeah. So you're fairly close to the shopping district. Now, without getting too into the weeds about I need 8 lanterns and blah, blah, blah. You tell me essentially how you'd like to, you have money left over, a significant amount of money, which is, as long as no one else from your would-be colony finds out about this, is a great start. So I'm assuming you're going to go buy decent armor, weapons, that type of stuff, right? Assuming you already have stuff, but if you have, what do you have? 1,500 gold in your pocket, basically. That's not nothing. That's good stuff.
Buys a
That's
lot of
walking
drugs.
around money.
That buys a lot of drugs. Yes.
Caramels.
So like, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can get.
Yeah.
And you tell me basically what you're trying to get a hold of.
I mean, imagine first of all, if the place isn't weatherproofed yet, we would need a lot of cold weather gear, a lot of skins and blankets and tents, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Things for starting and keeping fires, warm, clothing for cold weather.
A cart for all of
Yeah,
that.
we would need to hire a wagon. We need food. We need water supplies. We need alcohol because it doesn't freeze, and also because alcohol. We need, So that's kind of where we're starting. We could even like just montage through it. Basically, we go through.
Right.
Maybe we can roll a couple of checks to see if we can get any further discounts on any of those things, because with the total negotiation power of this group, I think we could probably shape some prices down.
Oh yes.
So honestly, obviously, warm weather gear is a given. Alcohol, easy, right? Where you get into trouble is a cart and horses.
Okay.
Something to pull that, because the problem with that is horses freeze to death pretty easily out there.
So we need
Tauntaun.
reindeer? Are there reindeer?
Oh
No,
yeah.
for real.
Are there reindeer?
No. I know.
In northern
yeah.
settlements, they do use reindeer. Like,
I just the image hit me. Like
I mean, I do
it's
have a
like,
big
well,
old
they
beard,
have-
so here we go.
Yeah.
And Jasper, thank you for throwing in Tauntaun. I did hear that.
So there's a couple of things. They're working on a magically infused vehicle that is very prototype and very expensive. They're not producing it yet, but experiments have been done that it kind of plows through certain, it can't go up and down hills, but like where there used to be road, it can plow through, and it's a horseless carriage. You don't need anything like, again, very expensive.
Is it self-driving?
But
Yeah.
they say that, but don't use that feature. It is not ready for prime
It's not-
time.
It just goes, it explodes into fire.
Yeah, it just says
Fireworks,
that. Yeah, which is great for a little bit, but then you just have a cold hunk of metal that's not functioning anymore. But I would say your best bet is to get a lift out to as far as they'll take you, and it's basically going to be the most expensive Uber you've ever taken.
So if we get
because
everything
there are
bundled up on
services,
sleds, right, then it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, and basically there are like courier services that'll take you out to. It's like, look, I could take you as far out as where the fork in the road used to be towards Aubrey, but a lot of that Aubrey, there's a whole situation with Aubrey. We'll get into that, but like there's basically none of these roads are upkept, so you're completely at the mercy of what they look like currently.
Assuming the weather cooperates, how long would it take us on foot to get to where this keep is supposed to be?
Couple of days of straight walking, you're about 35 miles out there.
Oh well. Okay.
So it's the problem is some of that's waist high snow and
Right.
ice.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's going to slow you down. So if the weather cooperates, you got about 2.5 days. If it doesn't, you're looking at 3.5, 4 days.
Okay.
And
Yes.
doable, totally doable.
So I think a lot of our prep is going to be for the journey, right? For the trek.
Yeah.
So there are 2 other stops that I want to be sure to make and not montage through. But as far as like the minutia of lanterns and all the other shit goes, that's basically the plan.
So let's say you guys spend 100 gold, and we're going to fill your packs. Each of you get a couple of healing potions. These are things that, like, extra rations. We're gonna give you alcohol. We're gonna and we're keeping track of how much things weigh now, and that's gonna eventually it's gonna cause some problems. But right now, we'll load up your packs and everything will be fine. We're assuming that you guys are you can be out in the direct cold for a while without it murdering you. Hiking in this nastiness, fatigue will be an issue, and you're going to have to keep an eye on that, and take things slow when you can, avoid forced marching, that type of stuff. Typical D&D things. You said there's 2 stops you didn't want to skip.
Yes. So first of all, I did put 1,400 gold on my character sheet. I'm just going to track it that way. Think nothing of the fact that I'm putting all of the gold on my character sheet. Yeah. We can split it up after we're done shopping. That's fine.
Yeah.
You guys, you're better off just forgetting about it. I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Don't worry about this. This money's a burden.
Yeah.
You got.
Honestly, I'm taking one for the team here.
It is heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a weight line on the bottom of our character sheets, and I put 1,400 gold on it, and it shot up. So,
assuming some of that's platinum, you just can't go into a place and it's like you got change for 100. Like it's a dickhead move, like basically in this world. So
well, it's a stress test on a local shop, is what it is.
Yeah. You go to a baker and it's like, here you go, blam. Like
I worked at a bakery for a month, and the number of people who showed up first thing in the morning with $100 bill is not
insane.
Small. Yeah. Anyway,
why are you stupid?
Why?
Why would you, is it just a flex? Just like
it's my daily 100. I gotta break it here. Yeah.
Just fuck you.
Anyway. So I do want to make 2 stops. One of them, I do want to stop somewhere specifically to load up on potions. So I know you said we would get a couple anyway, just as a matter of shopping, but I want to be sure.
Yeah, I picture like health potions are in the general store. If you want to go to an apothecary, what you searching for, man?
I'm searching for a supplier.
Oh, okay.
A partnership.
Okay, I thought you were looking for specific. Okay, sweet. Okay, so, let's hook you up. So, I'll give you a choice between 2 different apothecaries. Now, there's one that's pretty old and worn and weathered. The shop, anyway, looks like it's either been in a family for generations or someone. This has been an apothecary for many decades. It looks like it. Almost looks like this place should be growing out in the forest. There's ivy climbing up the side of the building. There's all kinds of, dried herbs and things in the windows. And like, it looks very much, and then there's more of a proper looking shop that specializes more in the potions side of things. Right. So you can kind of either go with the fresh sourced local herbs basically someone who really knows the horticulture side of it, or someone who probably gets the ingredients ferried to them, but knows the brewing side of it more. Susan.
I was going to say, can I use my, what is it? I think it's my background as criminal. Can I use... or just check out the outside of these buildings for Thieves' Cant to see if there's any marks on either of them, because Thieves' Cant is like a secret written symbol that could convey simple things like this person is associated with like sellers of stolen goods, or this is where you could fence items. Like if I could point out one of these deals a little shady business, I want to let Logrin know.
Yes. So the cleaner looking shop, It does have some scripture, you know what I mean? There's some script on there, but it basically says this person sells very potent poisons, but they never ask questions about what it's being used for, and they seem super naive. So not that they're criminals, they're just idiots.
Okay.
Idiots who sell poisons. Ooh, I don't know.
What could go wrong?
That's how you get 4 loco.
We're just going to drink these without questioning, right?
But Nythera, as we're like scoping out, Logrin will like propose this plan. Like, I want to set us up, and like maybe we could sell them or whatever. And Nythera, as we're scoping out the business, she'll say, "Oh, this establishment happens to sell poisons as well. but they don't seem to know that they do.
What does that mean?
Basically, it seems like maybe the owner's an idiot.
Oh, well, we can work with that. Let's go say hi.
Idiots are some of my favorite people.
Hey,
Present company excluded, of course.
thank you.
Yeah, we'll push the door open. If somebody else
Okay.
wants to take the lead, Logren will go in first.
No, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
So
You
this
got
little
the
place
money.
is called the.
Yeah, I've got all the money.
Your vote counts for slightly
I saw
more.
you guys rubbing a couple of silvers together over there. Do you want to pay this one? I shouldn't have to buy everything.
So this place is called the Bottomless Bottle, right? You go in, it's very clean, almost sterile, like very, very clean. And there are rows and rows of bookshelves with like custom wooden holders for bottles. Like these things are on display, and just all kinds of different colors and thickness of glass, and like there's like everything's priced lovely. Nothing pisses me off more than going into a store and no one puts prices on things, so you have to go ask somebody. Fuck that. Fuck those people. I hate that. That's a terrible, terrible business practice. Don't do that. So everything is priced out and like labeled nicely. There's even flip up cards if you want to know more about the ingredients or something. It's very, very nice. The owner looks like the biggest dipshit you've ever fucking seen in your life.
It's a tourist trap. I've been
human.
to this place. Yeah.
Yeah. Human. Yeah. Like a young human male, like maybe 22.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So yeah, Login will do the same thing. He'll kind of like 5% more than he needs to kind of shove the door open, right? If it dings a bell or whatever when we walk in. And about halfway across the room to the counter, because he's going to walk directly to this guy. But halfway through the room, he's going to do that thing where he drops his shield and lets it thunk on the ground. And then he's going to drag it the rest of the way and kind of just like lean it heavily up against the counter where this guy is. Like, you the owner?
Okay. I need to do something. Can you give me an athletics check?
Okay.
Now listen. Normally, an athletics check would be like, oh, the higher it is, the stronger you do this. This is more. Is this more show offy type of thing, or do you legit let go of this and let it hit the ground? And it's like, fuck, that was a little hard. You know what I mean? Like, so don't roll low. Is basically
Okay. So a low
Just
roll,
don't-
I lose control over it and knock over half of their stuff. Like a nat one?
Oh, nat
Is nat one? Is that what we're looking for?
yes.
So the other shop. Let's go to the other shop. Let's.
I think we can salvage this, guys. I think we got this.
A nat one's not even respectable. That modifier's not carrying shit. That's a 5. Could you do me a favor? There's a crit miss skill table too. Like it's for
where do I
misses and
find
hit.
that?
Let's see what happens.
Do I just roll
It's
a
right
20?
under where it says 5 in
Oh,
the
right.
red ink.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
A 1.
Oh,
Oh,
1.
cool.
Good.
Snake eyes.
Oh no!
An item held in your hands gains the broken condition. Now, okay, that shield ain't breaking. However, you remember all those glass bottles I just intimately described? I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
And I need you to roll 2d4.
Oh, no.
And whatever you roll is the amount of bottles that are going to fall off of shelves and smash on the ground. Low rolls now. You've been rolling ones. Like, let's keep that up.
And there's 1.
4. Good job. Okay, good. Max on the 4. That's good. One more. And almost max. Okay. So that's 7 out of 8 possible.
So Logren is going to... he sets the shield up. He looks behind him. He looks back and says, I'm going to pay for those now.
Okay, hold on. I just gotta roll one more thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how potent were those?
Oh, good. Are there any alchemist fire?
I'm gonna roll this one. No,
Okay.
not you.
No, let me do it.
Stop it.
We got any
This is
xenomorph
episode
blood?
1. Okay, 10 being like, this is my bottle of fireballs. Like, just, okay.
Oh,
10 being cut to the exterior of Winter Haven.
oh my
Oh,
god.
no. All
Oh,
right.
that's a 10 out of 10.
Good.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Okay.
TPK. This is seriously, the entire group is dead.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. You guys are gonna walk in. You kind of flick the door open a little harder than you need to. Kind of swagger in. You go blam. And instantly, the second your shield hits the floor, it's right in the middle of the shop, and you can feel the floor just like you could feel it. And you're like, look, like you could feel.
Mhm.
And on a couple of different shelves, you're gonna hear like the like glasses kind of like it's like and just for a second it's like you're gonna look around, and from 2 or 3 different corners of the shop, especially there's little impulse buy items. 2 or 3 of those up by the register, and they are going to tip and fall and smash. 2 of these are going to instantly burst into flames and explode. Fire is going to start to climb. And then the ones in the center are going to form essentially mustard gas that is going to start to fill. This guy, this dipshit 20-year-old, 22-year-old doesn't even get a chance to welcome you into the store before you walk in. It's like, wham! And just instantly, you're going to hear fire alarm bells outside. It's like ding 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 ding. It's like, oh god, like people are panicking, and this 22-year-old kid, I need him to roll an athletics check to get out of here.
Oh, my God.
And I'm so scared, guys. I'm so scared.
Can I
He's got
assist?
a +2.
Can I assist?
I don't know
this
if you can. Can you?
guy? Well,
Give me, you know what?
We've been rolling high.
If you assist, he gets an expertise die.
Okay.
What do you do to assist?
I grab him by the scruff of his neck, of his like collar, and try to haul him out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grab him by his
Then
throat.
Yeah. And tell everyone, we got him out of here. What happened?
Yeah, I think we can absolutely spin this. We can 100%
Somebody
spin this.
attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's work on the alibi next. Let's get this kid out of here first.
Yeah.
So, okay. +2. My God, here we go.
Within a save.
Okay. 12. And a D4. Give me a D4 there, Jameson.
Boom. 14.
14. Okay. This is messy, but you do get him out of there, and he doesn't. His lungs don't implode or whatever this toxic. You mixed chlorine and like bleach and like half a dozen other things, and just So, what isn't eroding someone's lungs? The smoke inhalation will get them. Don't worry. So the fire is just going to eat this building from the inside. And the fucked up thing is, as it gets to the other potions, things are going to start to happen. You guys may have just sparked what will become OSHA requirements for potion salesmen in the future. The only good thing I can say is the other apothecary is a street and a half over. So
Chimera is going to, this erupts, and Lokrin, grabs this guy and heads out. He, covers his mouth with a piece of cloth or something like that, and he's going to at least cast Prestidigitation on the flame to snuff it out.
which flame?
The fire? Isn't there fire in here?
Yes, but there's 2 different sources of fire eating up the walls.
Well, I'll take care of both of them, I guess.
Can you? Okay, let's read. Okay, what are? Oh boy, what?
It's a cantrip. I can light or snuff a flame.
I think what they mean is like a torch, not a wall.
Okay.
I think. So
That's fine. That's fine. I'll. You know what? If I'll cast it anyway. It's not working. Shake my hand. Try cast it again. Not working. Look around. Cough. I'm just gonna no one's in here, so I'm going to take one potion and put it in my bag, and then the other. I'm just gonna kind of look around and with a very long, dexterous finger, just sort of slide one off the shelf and tip it onto the ground.
Like a cat.
Okay.
Goblin.
So, I need to ask several follow-up questions, and it's turning into a police report. But what I didn't have screaming and fire prepped in my soundboard tonight. Foolish me.
Yeah, let that be a lesson.
So what you're hearing is peaceful city clatter. Okay, did everyone walk into this place?
Probably didn't have a chance.
Probably didn't get much of a chance. Yeah, you guys were in the doorway.
Doorway.
Watch
at
this bull
most,
in a china shop. Shit.
Yeah. This may have happened before, is the thing, right? This is
Yeah.
There used to be 3 apothecaries in here.
I just really hate apothecaries, guys.
Why glass?
Yeah.
He insists on doing the shield move, and it's a great move. I'll give it.
Great move.
It's a great move.
Yeah.
In a blacksmith shop? Perfect.
Yeah. We keep telling him outside only.
Well, I keep expecting things to be not made out of rickety old wood, and
Right.
why would the floor bounce? Is my question. Shouldn't
Dwarven
happen
made.
that way.
It's
Yeah.
got to be dwarven made.
Here's the thing. I could take you to a little town called Hancock, and I can show you firsthand how that happens. You're used to dwarven construction in a cave, and it's way different. Shit don't bounce when you drop So as Chimera's just fucking around in this place, and a set of lithe blackened hands are going to wrap around his shoulder and just kind of gently rub. Oh, it is getting hot in here. Let me open up that shirt for you. Oh, that's right. I could take care of this.
Kolgoth. What a surprise. You love to make an appearance, especially in chaotic times.
Hi, baby.
How can I serve you, my patron?
Oh, whoa. How can I serve you? Look, this is a mess. Your friend's real clumsy. Let me just help you out. Snuff out these flames real quick for you. You just get me later.
That would be very considerate of you.
Now give me a smile.
Chimera, he sort of gives a tight smile just very briefly, and then he looks at this demon square in the face, but gives him his most brilliant and warm smile. How's that?
God, you are pretty. And he's just gonna... And these flames are going to die down. Place is still filled with smoke. It's a fixer-upper, but the flames are gone, and that fucking what was going to become napalm has essentially cleared up. And what's interesting is the residue, all that residue is going to kind of pool at your feet and congeal into this little almost like bath bomb of fucked up potion residue.
Oh.
You put that in any water source and it'll heat up right away.
Oh.
That's for you.
I like it when you take care of me. And
it'll make so many bubbles for you, baby.
thank you, Kolgoth. This won't be forgotten, and you know I like it when it only costs me a smile.
I said you'd get me back later, but don't worry. You just keep on keeping on. Good job not murdering that kid.
I had to try, right? I had to try.
And he's just going to kind of like recede behind you, like it's almost like he came out of it. Yeah. It's real icky. Like he just kind of like slips back. You almost feel okay. Do you guys remember when you'd go to like gumball machines and put a quarter in and you get one of those sticky hands? And like, okay, do you know the feeling it leaves on your skin where it's like, that's not wet, but it's not dry. What is that? And it's whatever chemical. Yeah, it probably put 1,000 microplastics in our body. That's what that feeling is. Like he just kind of like leaves it and you can feel it under your clothes and on your chest as he like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And just kind of like Chimera does a shiver. And like when he's gone back, he like breathes out, and he just reaches for like whatever bottle of liquid is closest, and just like leans over the counter and like dumps it on his head.
Okay, you're in a potion shop. I would hold on. Let's specify water, Ian.
Water, yes, water. Specifically water. He looking around for water. Finds it, just a glass of water. Okay, dumps it over his head. Sizzle sounds. Okay. Brushes himself off and walks out of the shop with this bomb.
I think when Chimera leaves, Logren is flat out like has this guy seated on the stoop and is like lecturing him on the structural integrity of this building, being like, "Listen, nothing is secured. Your floor is unsupported. There's a guy named Cinnamon a few blocks that way. He's a handyman. Get him to take a look at this. Did you a huge favor just now. Could have been a lot worse."
Kid's in shock. Like it's like this never happened before. We got the little things on the to keep the little potions in. I don't understand how that happened.
No, I mean, look, he's going to point to Theria. It's a safety inspector.
Theria's going to raise an eyebrow but not say anything.
So this is a bit of a problem. This is like across the board, not good. Not good for the business. Not good for the neighborhood, really. This could have gone up. What are we going to do here?
Wasn't there a fire? There was a fire, right?
There was. And he's like, looks at Chimera coming out and being like, you got it right.
And he's just dripping wet. He's like,
I've learned not to ask at this point.
Like, I don't want to know what liquid that is, where it came from, or how it put out a fire. But
it's been a year, and I am not going to ask that question specifically. How did that happen?
Why are you so moist? I did it once. Never again.
Well, we saved your shop. You've got a lot of dangerous stuff in there, and it is not secure. So, frankly, I mean, there's a little bit of fire damage, and that's gonna be there for a while. But you're lucky that we got here in the time that we did.
I did everything right. Like I thought everything was secure. I alphabetized everything. Anybody who knows anything about potions, you would categorize these by potency or by alphabetizing them. You can have, like minor growth potion next to 10,000 dragon fire. Like, like you can, like none of, there's no rhyme or reason as to this. So when one thing falls down, it could be, that's it. Yeah. Obviously dumb. Nothing was in protective cases. Nothing was, they're just on display. And he's just like, oh shit. Okay. No. Okay. First of all, my dad doesn't need to know about this.
Oh, of course right? Not. I don't think that's necessary.
No.
Okay. Can I? Okay. That hot lady's the inspector, you said?
That one specifically, yeah.
The older elf lady. Okay.
Good taste, by the way.
Yeah, in the future, don't store alchemist fire next to alder and fog. It's probably not a good idea.
I thought if someone was coming in for like cologne, that they'd also make like it's an impulse buy item, you know. And
But then explosions like that happen. With her thumb
It's
over her
never-
shoulder, pointing back to the store.
yeah, just like smoke billowing
With
out
black
of the
smoke coming out. Yeah.
Okay. Look. Okay. What do we need to do to keep this hush hush? To keep it quiet?
I believe my friend here, looking to Logren, has a business proposal for you. And I won't report this to the city.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. Is he with you? And he's going to point to this little goblin who's like right behind my Theria. Like, this little guy, just kind of like keeping like a distance, but like just kind of like looking up and like he's social distancing, but like he's still too close.
Just ignore it.
Okay, look. Okay, what's your offer? I'm here. I'm gonna play ball, and then we can move on, and I can start cleaning up, and we can just open back up tomorrow.
That sounds great. So here's what needs to happen. We need your inventory of healing potions and anything you have that guards against cold. Then what you'll get from us in return, in addition to keeping quiet about what just happened in there, is we will provide you with first choice of components as we discover them in our excursions outside the bubble.
And this is for the city?
Yes.
Oh.
I think Ruby would say no exactly the same time. that you said yes.
I think,
and we just like look at each other.
Yeah. Maybe say the answer. No.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
and
No.
I think Logger would be like, it's not important, really.
Thank you.
So I got the cold stuff. I got maybe a half dozen of them, maybe less. They're usually like 250 gold a pop. You need those?
I mean, we can compensate you some. I don't want to put you any further into, you're in a little bit of trouble here. I think we can recover. I think you'll be okay. But I think a little bit of consideration for the service that my friends here have been able to render might go a long ways.
How about 50% off everything in the shop?
I love that. That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay. And like the people who it's like, okay, there's a fire. It's like, false alarm is just something spilled. It's fine. Like just trying to like get,
It's
fine.
okay. Everything's fine. Everything's out of control. Go back to your lives. Everything's okay. Nothing to see here. I look at the goblin. Nothing to see here.
Goblin still got caramel. Just
how's the inside of this place at this point? Is it sort of aired out enough that we could be able to check it out?
I would
or is
imagine. Like if the demon just kind of like pushes open the windows, it's like just let it, just keep that smoke alarm off the thing for a little bit. Let it air
He set
out,
up
and
an
then
oscillating fan in one corner. So
yeah. It's fine.
Let's get you set back up in here. Are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you need a healing potion? I know a good place to get them.
No, I'm fine. I can't. Oh, holy shit! Like this has never happened before. We've never had an accident like this, and yeah,
But you gotta be ready.
Okay.
when it comes, it comes. You got to be ready for it at all times, right? We've learned something today.
Yeah. Hey, and nobody learns without getting it wrong. All right? And now you've made it right. So you should feel good about that.
God, how did you put out the fire so fast? Like walking back in, just look at her. It's like this was on fire.
I just put a hand gently on him, nodding, and I go, "I'm a professional."
I didn't get your name, by the way.
What? Oh, oh God, I'm so sorry. It's Lester. Hi.
Lester. And he'll just go, he'll just be like, Logren, Nythera, Ruby, Chimera. Let's get down to business.
Ooh, I love it. Oh,
You guys have
love
a
it.
shopping spree coming. So again, those potions of resist cold,
can
they're
I
usually 250 gold a pop.
Oh
Do
my
you realize
God.
what, like...
That's amazing. I'm glad you flipped this nat 1 into something incredible.
Yes.
Honestly, it sickens me, but like, great job. Great job. Like that should have been I'm still making the map for Winterhaven, and I almost had to go in and like
Just scuff a middle part of it out. Yeah. No, I mean, listen. If like a true American, I'm going to learn nothing from this except the wrong lesson, which is every time I walk into a building now, I'm going to check
Oh,
to see
no.
if I can buckle the center of the floor.
Weaponizing clumsiness.
Ruby's really good at engineering, so you could always, they could have a little code, and she could be like, "Yeah, this is one."
Like, this is the weak
This is a
spot right here.
one.
Yeah, lean into this.
We do need a bunch of healing potions, though. We need not only, I mean, and I think that's the MO of this crew is anytime we get into any sort of civilization of any sort,
Yeah.
whatever that might be, it's healing potions because.
Well, these resist
It's tough
cold
out
are going to be a mainstay too. I feel. How long do they last?
Yeah.
Do you know?
1,000%.
1 hour.
Oh,
my
no!
God.
Oh,
Well,
like,
here's the
fuck
thing.
me.
So it is resist cold damage, right? So
Mhm.
like this is so that's essentially, if you were to drink that, you'd be almost impervious to the regular weather, right? This is like frost breath and shit like that. So
Gotcha,
this would, you know what I mean? Like if it's getting gnarly.
So
and
this
you
is like
guys
if you're
are-
starting to succumb to hypothermia, we take one of those. Not
You
like
could-
this
yes,
is going to make
that
the
is a
march
way
more
out.
comfortable. Yeah.
Right. So like you could take
Okay.
a short rest and gather yourself, and then it kind of resets the timer for fatigue and ill health effects. And as you guys level up, you're starting to level 1. As you guys get out there and stuff, it'll get a little easier. But
Okay.
yeah.
So why don't we each get one of those? We'll take one of those each, and literally, I want to clean him out on health potions. We almost cleaned him out anyway. So.
Yeah.
Each basic health potion is 50 gold a pop.
Okay.
And
25
that-
with their discount.
25 with
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So how much are you looking to spend, basically? Because I've got some shit in here that is like I've got crazy shit.
Ooh.
Well,
I got hill giant strength. I got clairvoyance. I got animal friendship.
Oof.
get a reindeer.
Can you?
I will end this campaign with a reindeer, one way or another. It's happening.
Yes.
That's good. Holiday special.
Sorry, I was reading something. I appreciate the reference.
So I think that if it's 4 of those resist cold potions, it should be 500 gold, right? At half price.
Sure.
I'd spend another 500 on health potions at 25 gold a pop, right?
Yeah. Sure.
And then we could shop a little
I'll
bit,
do the math
right?
on that.
Yeah.
I know math. Yeah. Whatever.
What do we got? Hang on. Let me go back to my thing here.
I added the potion to my.
I got you. Hold on a second.
Is there anything that is there anything potions of well, is there anything that's like potions of invisibility? Is there anything like that?
Yeah. I have exactly that. Do you
Ah,
like so?
I might
So
take one.
okay, here's the thing. Look, some of these are like, it's like, oh, I have a aged 35-year single malt here. Like some of this stuff is very expensive. A potion of invisibility is going to cost you around 5 grand without the discount, right? It's
Gotcha.
very expensive, but
Okay.
it works for quite a while. And yeah,
Okay. I got
knowing,
I don't need one of those. I don't need one of those locally, but
but you want one of
I
those.
don't want and need are different things.
let me ask you a question. You said you grabbed a potion off the shelf and put it in your pocket, right?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
Do you want to
Yes.
roll a d10 to see the value of it? 10 being like a $10,000, like, yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
a d10.
Okay, that's cool.
Ooh.
All right.
6. I'll give you something 6,000 gold and less in value.
Oh my gosh.
You want to know? Do
Yeah.
you wanna, here's I got something for you, baby.
And give it to me, yeah,
let's-
just something
Randomly?
No, well, something you pick something. It doesn't have to be invisibility. Is what I'm saying. Like go
Okay,
crazy.
okay.
Because Chimera just grabbed something. So that's what it is.
Ooh, okay. Then you know what? Do me a favor, give me another D10, and I'll give you a random potion here. I'll count it down. Like
Got
it's
it.
gonna be worth a lot.
A
2!
Don't gotta count very far.
Potion of Frost Giant Strength.
Nice.
Okay, cool. I like that.
After you drink this transparent, viscous potion for the next hour, your strength score increases to 22. The potion has no effect if your strength blah, 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 blah. So, yeah.
I love it.
I love that. That's good for us.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's incredible.
So that doesn't leave you too much playing around money, but like,
Nythera would be looking for some of these things that could be poisonous that maybe he doesn't know are poison.
Yeah, he's alphabetized everything. And like the other thing you're going to notice is there's no categorization between potions, elixirs, poisons, antidotes. It's just the name.
Mhm.
So you walking in going, it's like, dude, this, okay, hold on a second. What the fuck are you doing here? This snake can kill you 10 times over, and you have it in here with the fruit roll-ups. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's like, yeah.
I mean, this guy's got
It would probably be mad.
Spending money on. I
Yeah,
got money
so
to burn.
So Nythera would look for coating poisons for weapons then.
You know what? He already expressed that he he might have a mommy kink. He might.
Oh no.
He might.
Well.
We can't know, right?
Might hear me does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, no, he does. So he's got a thing for older elf ladies. Like you have a step on me vibe, right? Like definitely. It's like she could kiss me or cut me, and I don't know which one she's leaning towards, but I'm into it at least
either
6.
way. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably earned it. So I want you to knowing full well you got this guy in the hook. He already thinks you're a building inspector. Like, he'll give you one of any potion in the store for half price. Poison. There's some nasty shit on these shelves. He even has books on how to make poisons. And he didn't know. It's called the Poisoner's Almanac. And he thought it was more like a coffee table read. Like, it's like, oh, like...
He thought it said the Potioner's Almanac.
Yeah.
So Nythera is going to grab one of the poisons, one of the very expensive poisons. I'm not sure which one, Jason, but...
Purple Worm would be... That's a 2,000 gold potion. First of all, to get Purple Worm blood is fucking tough. They're huge. Think Tremors. And he's just got it sitting here. And he's got it mislabeled. So you're looking at this like, okay, this will take down a fucking, this will kill so many reindeer, is what,
It's a unit of measurement.
In the flask, it like has a bottleneck. She's going to pick it up in between 2 fingers and like hold it in front of him. I'm going to take this for half off. And then in her other hand, she's going to drop the book on the counter, and I'm going to take this for free.
Damn. Okay. Give me persuasion, but it's a super low check.
Oh God, I got +0 on this, but
This
I'm going
It
for
doesn't
the
matter. It doesn't. Look.
This
He's
is
probably
mommy
into
vibes.
this though.
This
right?
is super
You'd
dom
have to-
energy. Super dom
Yes.
energy, by the way.
You told him what? Yes. Like it's, yeah, no.
Okay. I gotta feel it. I'm channeling Nythera. Okay. 6.
6. Fine. It doesn't matter. Honestly, it's better that you're not charming because it comes off as more like, no, this is happening. He's like, okay. Like it's fine. Like, total voice crack and everything. It's like, oh, okay. So to give you an idea, if all 4 of you guys just like took a swig of this poison, all of you would be dead before you left the shop. A creature makes a DC 19 Constitution saving throw when subjected to this poison, taking 12d6 poison damage on a failure and half as much on a success. It's fucking nasty.
That's a nasty
Now,
girl.
You get to code it, one time for an hour, but whatever you're fighting's probably gonna
Just think how many
die.
guys you could stab with an hour, though.
I know,
Oh
right?
my god, in an hour? Just And the Poisoner's Almanac. God, poisonous botanicals were pressed into the pages of this tome long ago to kind of give you it like at a glance you can spot all kinds of shit. And it gives you advantage on making your own poisons and noticing the different herbs to get. I don't know how in tune Theria is with like actually like making poisons herself, or is it just like I'm gonna go buy
That's
them?
the path she will be going down.
Okie doke. Well, you're at a good start.
I know, right? So this was like,
We're investing.
What a good one you rolled.
Yeah,
It's insane.
don't worry, I'm adding these to my sheet, Jason.
Good. I'm gonna give everybody, and everybody gets 4 basic health potions. At this point, though, please go ahead. Anybody else?
Just one more thing here. I mean,
Please.
there's a lot of distractions happening here. At some point, Ruby's going to say, Kai.
Yeah.
And she's going to hold up a bottle. She's looking alphabetically. She's going to hold it up and just like, come here, come. How much trouble could we get in with this? And it's a potion of giant size.
He goes, depends on where you apply it.
It's not what I meant, and you know it. What I mean is, and she kind of like points at one of her pouches.
Oh, yes, I like it. Yes. Do you need me to run distraction? Do you need me to tell him something?
Do your
or-
best. No, just do your best.
You got it.
She's just going to swipe it.
The half off wasn't good enough. God damn.
It's
Like,
an expensive
He just gave a
potion, man.
2,500 gold book away.
The 5-finger discount is way better than the.
Well, then give me a sleight of hand.
All right.
I'll assist by running
Yeah.
some kind of distraction. I'm just going over and sort of like taking him in another direction. Sort of.
I figured,
trying to turn
while
around.
all of these.
Honestly,
little questions
Nythera
are
is
happening.
probably doing more
Super
to distract.
Just looking at him with disgust. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
He's enraptured.
Oh, ignore me, mommy, like that kind of thing. Like that,
What would I add would I advantage that or expertise die or anything for this one?
Advantage is harder to come by. D4 though. Expertise die with a D4.
it
You'd
is.
have to really biff it.
Yeah.
His passive perception isn't great.
Okay. That's a 23.
23 is fine. So let's get you a potion of growth.
Giant size.
Oh, shit. Oh my. Okay, that's interesting. Do you know what that does?
I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Tell me.
No. I just want to. So, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. It's basically a potion of growth, but you're upping. Normally, a potion of growth doubles your size. The giant size one turns you to huge and has a chance to turn you into a gargantuan creature for 1d8 hours. If it lasts more than 8 hours, you need to consult a cleric. But like before that, you're great.
Yeah, it's like you become huge for 24 hours, if nothing else, and strength 25. I mean, that's how cool is that?
That's awesome. Oh,
Huge is big. I need you to know that that's going to draw eyes.
That's the trouble she's looking for.
Okay.
She didn't say, "Would this be beneficial to the party?" What she said was, "How much
How can
trouble
we,
could get
how
in
can
with
we
this?"
have some fun?
Yes.
You're right. You're right. Are we done robbing this man?
Only one person has done that.
Well,
technically.
2.
Debatable.
You know
Believe
what?
me,
You know it'd be
that
great
book.
to put that potion on is Lokrin's shield just one time, like
Oh,
Make it into a freaking stone wall.
yeah.
How'd he die?
I'm
Well,
holding
his
on to
shield
this
fell on him, and then I mean, while everybody's shopping and shoplifting, Logren has actually taken it to heart at this point that there is a structural problem in this building, and has been walking around like bouncing on the floorboards, like checking. Not as hard as he
Thinking
dropped
about
his shield.
actually helping this kid,
Yeah, I'm
like
well,
it's
there's
like
actually
no,
that-
man,
that shouldn't have happened. So I'm a little
you
concerned.
got no
now.
struts here,
Yeah,
and there's
there's
the
like-
come on.
There's too much give over here. So yeah, he's gonna like he'll get something out and start like in charcoal, like mark the ground in places where it's like structurally not okay.
Would you do me a favor? Give me an engineering check.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh well, that's a 6. So I think I know what I'm talking about. I'm just like marking
See this
stuff.
dent in the floor? This shouldn't be here. It's where your shield fucking
It's just I'm just complaining about just the nature of wood at this point. Be like, it's all too flexible.
It holds too much
Well-
moisture.
But it's
You probably
shit.
give him like you get the feeling that this kid doesn't know anything about construction at all. Like he
Yeah.
didn't build the place or anything. So
Ruby probably knows I'm full of shit on it, but otherwise,
Yeah.
but he is going to flat out tell him about Cinnamon and be like, go find him. He's a handyman. He's a dwarf. He knows what he's doing. He'll fix this place up. Like, also have him build some shelves for you, because woof, buddy.
cinnamon. I don't know any cinnamons.
Yeah, no, he's. I'll describe like how to get to his house from the building he's building from here.
Sin.
Sin.
That's my dad.
Of course it is.
Oh, okay, yeah. I never thought to ask him about that. Yeah, no, okay. I'll ask Dad.
Logren turns around and walks out. This kid didn't recognize his dad's name. It's like, all right,
He was in shock.
you're in good
Okay,
hands.
the kid was in shock.
You're clearly fine. Okay.
You kind of understand why his dad was a little frustrated with his.
No, I get it. Now I almost want to go back
Yeah.
and apologize to Cinnamon now.
It's like, holy shit, this
Dude,
kid.
that kid just lit
Let's
his own
get him
building
outta
on
here.
fire. Yeah.
Okay. Plus, he let us steamroll it. We got away with so much shit. Like, you don't even know.
Emotions.
And he has some mommy issues he needs to work on.
I'm afraid to meet his mother, but I gotta ask.
Oh my god.
So
Look, we're not here to kink shame, guys.
no judgment.
No
This
judgment,
group-
but
No judgment.
Sounds like there's some judgment. I'm just saying.
So what did we end up spending here? Because I think this kid made a pretty good profit, despite.
Despite
Well,
being
profit is
down.
not what I would call it.
All right, well, he
we bought
compensated.
below
would-
cost.
We want to see Lester
Yeah.
succeed. We want to see Lester succeed.
Well, you're off to a poor start because you almost burned his house down
Great.
or his shop down, and then you took everything for half off or well below.
well, now we wanna see
Sometimes
him.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Three of you stole.
That's in the
Three
past.
of you stole from him.
He
starting
gave
now.
it to me.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
You know,
true.
because you stole his heart.
Mm.
I can't help that.
Ah, yes.